gonna swim, bike and run in the Kona sun. We're gonna swim, bike and run in the Kona sun.
Not today.
And breakfast with Bob. Oh, yeah.
Oh, welcome to our championship edition. Thank you, Poncho Man. We are brought to you by EAS Sports Nutrition, Hoka One One, Polar, Oscar Wellness, Velo Fix. We are at beautiful Four Seasons Hualalai, and we're airing on triathlonworld.com. That's right, no swim, bike, and run today, right? Sebastian Kienle, second place yesterday, 2014 Ironman World Champion. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good considering the circumstances. I even catched a few hours of sleep, so
good.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna catch some donuts.
You got a donut, I like that.
It's getting better and better.
I like it. So 8:10 and 2:49 marathon. That's a great day.
Yeah, it's a great day. If there would have not been somebody else who would have been able to be a little bit faster, or not just a little bit,
yes,
faster. So, yeah, but I mean, I had my best run split here,
yes.
And so all in all, I think I have to be happy.
It's one of those things. I mean, you come in second at the 70.3 Worlds. I mean, you won Frankfurt earlier. But the 70.3 Worlds, you had a great run in Frankfurt, great run at 70.3 Worlds, 2:49. I know that's something you focused on. You're running, and now that the Achilles has allowed you to run more, obviously you're coming around. I mean, your running has become a real weapon for you.
Well, I don't know if it's a weapon because I pretty much lost the race in the run, but at least it's getting better and I could work for it, and that's the most important thing, that I'm actually able to work for it again. And the worst thing is if you are not able to work on something, and so that's a good thing to do, and I hope I could keep going like that.
So when you guys came off the bike and you're running side by side, knowing that you would much rather have a race like that than be up the road by 10 minutes, right? You like great races.
Absolutely. I mean, I would rather come second in a race like this than to win the race with 20 minutes or something.
Yes.
So I'm really happy that we have this much talent in the field, and that I'm able to do the sport at this time where it's that close. And yeah, I mean, that's at the end what really matters, and that's what keeps me attracted to the sport after doing it for 25 years now.
I know, you've been doing this stuff a long time. What were you guys talking about? I remember talking to Tim Reed, and he said at Ironman 70.3 Worlds, Sebastian and I were like, well, let's work together and get rid of everybody else, and then it comes down to, the two of us. Was that what you were thinking yesterday too?
I mean, Jan was here earlier. I don't know what he said, so no, we were just pretty much joking around a little bit. I think at this point of the race, I mean, of course, it's a quick pace, and you're probably not gonna race the pace for the whole run leg, but it's still a pace which is not that high when you compare it to competitive runners.
Sure.
So it's more like who could last the longest, and not who could run the fastest. So at this point, it helps you to just like don't think about the next 30 Ks to come. Just joke around a little bit, but the joking ended pretty soon then.
When you got into Polani. There was no joking when you started going up Polani.
No. Then the jokes are all made, and then it's time to get serious.
Speaking of serious, I'm sure there was a point where you saw Patrick Lang running, and he was flying. What were you thinking when you saw him out there?
I have to be honest, I haven't even saw him. Probably he was too quick. Or probably he was just taking another turn and everybody else, I'm not sure.
He didn't do the whole course.
No, but I got the informations from my support crew that he is the guy in third place, and I was well aware that I should better not slow down too much to defend the runner-up spot.
So you mentioned yesterday that probably having not a great swim is a good thing for you because you seem to ride better.
Well, I hope it's not. It's not really the case. I think I have to put together a race where I at my very best in all 3 disciplines. Otherwise, I would not have any chance against Jan in the future.
So you're a guy who loves to race, and you did 70.3 Worlds, and then this, and now you're going off to do one of the other things you love, which is mountain bike triathlon, right? You did a little Xterra.
Exactly. I mean, this was the business side of the trip, and now it's the hobby side. So triathlon is my job, but it's also still my hobby. And yeah, I love Xterra, and I'm happy that that my body allows me to do this year. And so if I recover well, I'm gonna do Xterra in 2 weeks.
The other thing you talked about is as you rode up to the lead group, it's such a big group that to go by 15 guys would take so much energy that you had made a conscious decision not to try to burn too many matches and go by that whole group.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's since the field is so dense, there's more and more tactic involved.
Yes.
And I mean, in the last years, probably the groups haven't been that big, or there were more people that were already very exhausted and barely could hang on in the group. And this year, I was just like watching from behind and yeah, wait for my chance. And I was aware from the last years what happens on the way back, and that's pretty much where you decide the race on the bike. And so I tried to be a little bit more patient than in the past, and I think it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do, because people sort of blow up with you. Just go by them as they blow up and just wait for the run. What do you take away from this race? Last year you were 8th, back up to where you should be, on the podium and potentially winning again. What do you need to do to win this race again?
It's a good question. The easy answer is I have to improve, but you'll see that everybody else is also improving. So I have to improve at a faster pace than they do, and that's a pretty difficult task to do. I mean, with more younger guys coming up, somebody like Patrick and Jan at his very best, and I mean, we probably should ask him, but I don't know if this really was his very best day, and I don't think so. I think he was struggling a little bit on the bike, and
yes, he was.
You can't count on that for the next year. So win this race out of my own strengths will be very, very hard to do, but that's actually a good thing, because yeah,
it's supposed to be hard.
If it's just like a present presented to you for free, it doesn't mean anything. So it's a good thing that it's hard.
Having a race like that, and having a rival, right? A guy that is from a fellow German, but you need to beat him and he needs to beat you to be the best in the world. It's always great when you have somebody. Mark Allen needed Dave Scott, right? Paul Newby Fraser needed Aaron Baker. How important is that for you to have somebody that when you go out training, there's a lot of guys to think about, but you also have one particular guy to think about?
Yeah, on the other hand, it's like you don't have to let this too much into your head, because at one point you have to focus on yourself and what you could do. And that's the reason why I unfollowed Jan on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes.
Because it almost got like too much, actually, to get remembered that he is working very hard every day. So I was actually probably it was a good thing that we are not racing each other too much this year. And so, but then it's like a really big motivation to finally match each other here.
Germans took top 3, right? What's been the response back home?
I just got a tweet, I guess, from the foreign minister that they were watching the race, and so response is pretty big, probably bigger for Jan than for me, that's for sure. But yeah, it was live broadcasted on national TV in Germany, so well, I guess the response is pretty big. Yeah,
I love that. So from here, Xterra, then you have after that Island House in Bahamas. We hope, we got our fingers crossed.
Keep the fingers crossed that it's
the storm didn't
working out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then will you take a little time off and go home and celebrate?
I think I'd take a big time off, man. I think it's a good thing not to end the year with Hawaii, because I'm always at my very best, pretty much, and but yeah, then it's definitely time to enjoy, and I want to end the season when I'm totally exhausted and I don't want to do another race. Last year I had the feeling, oh, I would probably love to do another race, and I want to end the season this year that I don't want to do another race.
Love that. Well, congratulations on your race yesterday. You were awesome. Sebastian Kienle, 2014 Ironman World Champion and Poncho Man.
No more swimming, biking and running in the Kona sun. No more swimming, biking and running
But donuts
in the Kona sun. Until next year, and breakfast with Bob.
Poncho Man, no more.